All right, hey guys, how's it going? Um, this is going to be our very first Swift video, and we're going to be delving a little bit into the mystery of that is xCode. Xcode isn't really that mysterious or anything. It's just getting used to it really. Uh, App development is on, in all honesty, I think it's really just 15% actual coding and 85% just getting to know the framework. So we'll be working extensively today with xCode. There you go. Bit tired today. I've been studying for my micro test. Oh, so all right. So let's just get xCode started here. So what we'll be doing today is creating our very first application, and it's going to require zero code. Zero code at all. So I think this should be pretty fun. So what we want to do is we want to hit File, right? And then we want to create a new project. So you'll see that in a lot of our tutorial, we'll go use the playground, which is very neat if you just want to like run some quick code or just do little tiny simple things and stuff. But if you actually want to create something, and save it, project's the way to go. All right, let's just start that here. All right, so we're going to go for a single view application. There's different types of applications here. You don't have to worry about that right now. For the vast majority of our tutorials, when we actually do projects, we will be using a single view application. All right, and you can name this whatever you want. We're going to call this, actually, we're not going to do a hello world app. I think that's a little too mainstream. And being the hipster I am, of course, we're going to say, how about goodbye world? Goodbye world. All right, and organization name, whatever you work for. For us, it might be, let's just say Ridian Tech. Your organization identifier. We actually have a website now. It's called ridiantech.com. And language, you want to select Swift. Objective-C is the other language you can code iOS applications in. But for all of our tutorials and what we'll be using for pretty much all of our coding within our company, we'll be going for Swift. All right, and we don't need core data, so ignore that for now. And let's keep it at, I'll just make this for iPhone. I think that'll make everything easier. Okay, so we hit next here. And you can just save it wherever you'd like. I put it in my Swift applications folder. All right, let's allow that. Good stuff. First, okay, so you're probably wondering, oh my God, what is all this stuff? This stuff seems crazy. And that's what I thought too. So let's just go over a couple of things on the left side here. All right, so let me just restart xCode because it kind of like crashed there. All right, yeah, my computer's kind of slow, so it takes slightly longer for my apps to launch, I guess. Alrighty, so okay, so we have the Goodbye World app here. Let's just start that up again. Alright, so let's just delete everything here, and the view controller is basically what you're gonna, well, let's go to the first screen that you see. Let's see if I can find it here. Let me see, how do I get to the main screen? I totally forgot. Oh, okay, there we go. So we've got the main screen here. This is probably what you'll see when you first launch the application. All right, so we've got the identifier here, and this is a lot of stuff you won't need to worry about right now. And let's just go over a few components of xCode. So here you can see this little two bubble thing here. This is called the assistant editor, and it's very convenient. Let's just go back to, this is single view right there. So let's go back to single view real quick, and let me just explain a couple of the things. So these are just some files here, and you'll have like your sounds and the assets and stuff like sounds, pictures, etc. And the main two things we're going to have to just worry about is the viewcontroller.swift file. That's where a lot of your code will go in, as well as the main.storyboard. Now this is where you're going to be designing a lot of the interface, and this is where we'll be creating our first application today. All right, so what does the assistant editor do? It's actually very handy. Let's say we do this. Let's say we need to connect like something from the main storyboard, and we need to somehow tie that into the code. Then we can just drag and drop here. It's very convenient. But for now, let's go to single view. And if you see these little things up here, that's just basically your sidebars. If you just want more space, you can just remove them, click them back on, whatever you want to do. All right, so let's just have this up here. I think this is nice and spacey. And what we'll do is we'll actually create our first application. So xCode makes it extremely convenient to pull in the user face. Pretty much everything is already built for you, a lot of the functions and stuff. It's a matter of just getting to know how to use them. So for our first one, we're going to be creating something called a label. All right, so let's bring this label, just drag that label in here. See there, that just centers it automatically for you. Let's just put it like smack dab in the middle here. I just put a little bit up here. All right, let's make it big. So we can do is if you look on this side, you can edit the text. You can change the color. Let's say, all right, let's say we want to make the text like cyan or magenta, or let's make it red. I like red. All right, so we made the label red. And let's say we want to change the font here, or the font size. We can make it really, really big here. We can center it. This is your typical, word editing documents like Google Docs or whatever. You can have multiple lines. So let's say I want to write like here. Hello, my name is Jamin Park, exclamation mark. All right, let's see if that fits. It doesn't fit, right? So what if we have 2 lines here? I gotta expand the box first. See how we have 2 lines of code? If you just have 1 line, it'll be like that. Let's keep it at 1 line for now, and let's change this back to, let's make this goodbye world. Goodbye world, goodbye Swift, goodbye everyone. All right, let's just center this here. Just get my OCD out of the way there. All right, so what we can do here is we can, let's see here. Yeah, we can do that, and you can change the font type as well. So you can go do custom fonts. And you'll see that you'll have Helvetica, you'll have a wide variety here. So let's see, you can go to Times New Roman, which is kind of boring. I like Papyrus. Goodbye world. Looks very, very Egyptian. Okay, so what we can do is let's try running our first application. What do you guys think? Our first goodbye world application. So what you want to do is, what I generally do is I hit Command R. Let me see if I can actually find the command here. It might be under Edit. Shoot. Oh, there we go. You go under Product and you hit Run. I think Command R is much faster, in all honesty. So what this does here, it's basically you're testing your application now to make sure that it actually works on an iPhone simulator, which is very, very nice. So you'll see it pop up here. So it's the phone should be loading right now. There we go. We'll learn about constraints later, but we basically haven't centered it yet. So just for sake of usefulness, let's constrain this quick. Let's see here. Let's do horizontally in container. All right. There we go. All right, so these are constraints. We'll learn about these a little later as well, but you won't need to worry about these now. These are like a huge pain in the butt later on. Okay, so now that we have it constrained, you don't have to do this. Just for me, I like things to be symmetrical. All right, so we got our first goodbye world application. This is our first application. All right, and there's a couple other things you can do to the text. For example, I just click on the background. Let's say you want to change your background color here. You can do other colors, and it'll pop up the thing here. We've got various color sliders and stuff. And we got the spectrum here. We have like let's say we want to make it seafoam. Oh, that's actually really nice. Ooh, it's very appealing. Ooh, I like that. Let's do that. So goodbye world. All right, and let's run that. All right. Just see how that looks. So for how I did that, I just basically, well, that looks nice, yeah. I just basically clicked on the background here, so I deselected from the text. So I did that, and I deselected, and click the background, and just change the color. Unless we can add like tints to it, a white tint. Oh, I'm sure we have to. I don't know. I've actually never used tints before. I've never found the need to. But yeah, you can just experiment with stuff around here and just do whatever you'd like. All right. So let's just cover. There's a couple more things that you'll find really useful. Like there's this thing called a text field, which is very, very handy when you want like user input and stuff. You can put a text field here, right? You can like stretch it out like whoo. Let's go weep, weep. All right, and then you can like type stuff in there, you know, and you can have buttons. If you don't know like buttons, if you pop up to a game screen and it'll be like, you know, play button or scores, you know, it's high scores and stuff like that. That's what buttons are. You just tap on it and it leads you to another screen or something like that, or it creates some sort of function. All right, so let's just run this. This is not going to be constrained, so this is going to look miserably. Okay, let's see how it looks. Alrighty. Okay, it succeeded. Alright, so you can see that it's not centered here. But if you click the button, you can see that it's not actually doing anything right now because we haven't connected it to anything. If you click the text box here, that's strange. It's probably because we haven't activated the text box yet. But generally, if you activate it, you can like click on it and put in text and stuff. And usually like a keyboard pops up here too. Alright, so challenge for you guys. I want you guys to do all of this on your own. Oops, what happened to xCode? I think I accidentally oops, yeah, I accidentally like deleted xCode. that's a bummer. But to go ahead and do, I want you to create a label that says your name. Yeah, I guess it's shut. Okay, that's a bummer. It crashed. Okay, I don't want to send that report. So I want you to do that real quick. So create a label that says Mounds View High School, add in a text field and a button on your own, and change your background color to whatever you like, and mess around with the fonts and stuff, all right? And we'll see you back in just a bit. All right, so I hope you had time to do that. All right, we're running on real time here. I'm only allowed to like record like for 15 minutes on the free version, so let's just do that. Okay. Yes. We'll put that there. Allow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm just going to go to the main storyboard real quick, right? I'm just going to drag this along, and I'm just going to type in for a label here. And click that. That's really annoying. All right, let's put in a label. All right, good. We got a label going on here. Let's put in our text field. All right. And I also wanted you to run the app too. I forgot to mention that. If you're still watching, and you actually tried it, I just tried running the app on your own. This is just very, very basic design stuff. The labels can actually come in very, very handy. All right, so let's make this. What did I say? Let's say Jake Whiteman, exclamation mark. All right, and let's make this a little bigger. Let's have some big text. Let's make it like 40 or something. 37's fine. All right, good stuff. So we'll have that in the middle there, and then we'll have that there. We'll change the color to say, I don't know. I think Jake's a midnight guy. Okay, and I'm gonna make this custom font. Let's see here. Let's go to, how about Chalk Duster? Ooh, I like that. Let's do Chalk Duster. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. And I'm just gonna constrain that real quick. Yeah, this is totally optional, by the way. All right, so oh god, the camera's like in my way. I'm gonna constrain that to the top there, and let's do that. All right, and I'm just gonna update frames real quick. Oh god, okay. So I'm gonna click this real quick and just change the background color here. Let's make that like, oh, you can't see that then. Let's make that yellow. Good stuff, and let's just run this. And sorry for the super fast explanation at the end. I'm running out of time. I'm running at like, what, 20 seconds here? Okay, come on, load, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Oh, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Come on, iPhone. There we go. Hello there, Jake Whiteman. Good stuff. All right, well, this has been Intro to Xcode. We'll see you guys next time. And feel free to experiment around. Bye-bye.